Thank you everyone for joining us at our Breaking Walls Table Talk virtually. Right? Oh man, this is amazing. I have here with me Asia. Asia, why don't you introduce yourself? Let people know who you are.
Hi, I'm Asia. I'm a Breaking Walls artist. I joined in 2019, and this is my second year doing the summit. I'm a Brooklyn artist, repping Brooklyn, and
Hey.
I'm really excited to do this for my second year. Yeah. Um, it's been really tricky maneuvering like the ins and outs of, I guess, being virtual. That was my hardest thing. I didn't have like a prom as many 2020
Yeah.
graduates, nor did we have a graduation, and so struggling with like not having a proper ceremony to like
Mm.
commemorate all our years and all of our hard work. That like kind of put like a mental toll. Um, then when the Breaking Wall Summit came around, I was so excited to do it. And then Fran
Yeah.
gave me this opportunity. Fran is the founder of Breaking Wall. She gave me this incredible opportunity to be a part of a acting, what do you call it? A conservatory acting program.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's like, I've been studying acting for a really long time. I love acting, and I didn't ever think I'd have the opportunity to get into a conservatory,
Mm.
only because they are expensive and they are very time consuming and things like that. So when I had the opportunity, Fran just told me to take it, and I'm so blessed to have taken it. And I did that last summer, instead of Breaking Walls. I mean, my Breaking Walls family supported me throughout. I even had Tom, who's one of our artistic directors. He was one of my mentors in my conservatory, and to go to college, and for the first time,
Yeah.
like that was crazy. I was at home online every day, and then having to do homework online. It was just a lot. I forgot, to take care of, like, go take a walk, give your mind like a little mental rest. And so when the world was like, no, you can't do that anymore, I was like, what do you mean? And then
Right.
I was like, I don't know how to communicate. So just learning how to communicate through the internet. This time we had to trust it and trust the process. And thank gosh I made friends. I was like strengthening my bond with like other Breaking Walls artists. I remember like texting Maria all the time. She was like, "How's it going in New York?" I'm like, "How's it going in Spain?" And we just check up on each other, which is like having a lovely family. I have gotten really into plants. I love planting. I'm a
Mm.
plant mom.
Oh.
I love it. I mean, you're a human like child mom, and I'm like a plant mom, and I like
That's like great oxygen,
yeah.
That's great oxygen. So love it.
Yeah, so gardening has been number one for me.
Mm.
FaceTime. I'm always like on the phone because my sister moved to Pennsylvania for college, and so I have a twin, and like not seeing her every day was terrible.
Yeah.
So I FaceTimed her all the time, and that kept me sane.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so those are the two main things.
I
Yeah.
love
For me, I think since I wasn't like, I didn't have that break of like summit to summit before COVID. I wasn't a part of Breaking Walls
it. Mm-hmm.
more than once. So not seeing like the difference of like, or a huge change to me, I think it just forced people to communicate more
Mm-hmm.
and check in on one another. I bet they were doing that before, but for me, I definitely saw like, how's your mental health? How
Right.
are you taking care of yourself? Like, I know this is a hard time. Tell me about it. Like, let's vent to one another.
Right.
And I guess that's how Breaking Walls has changed. I know it's scary to seek help. You don't think that people understand. Like, people, you may not feel like people would listen, and like, you have to take the risk and you have to try, because it's just as important, like as you said, as your physical health, and your emotional health and your mental health are just as important. I mean, for me, I have struggled, and that's why it might be like a little hard for me to talk about, but I have. And just being afraid to ask people or tell people about your struggles, thinking that it doesn't matter, but it truly does matter, because like, everyone has input. Everyone, no matter whether you know it or not, is going through something. And they could share something. They could tell you to keep fighting, you got it. Or they could tell you, hey, it gets better, which it definitely does. You just got to keep your head up and be positive. Or they could be like, hey, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
And that's being honest. Like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, okay, well, I'll go to someone else. Like, don't stop trying. Don't give up on yourself. Like, once you don't address your mental health, I feel like that's part of you giving up. That's part of you, like, thinking I'm not good enough to feel this great. Or it just won't get any better, so why try? Why speak out? But it does. It truly does. And once you try, you'll see it, no matter how long it takes.
Right, definitely.
Yeah. The last writing trigger, which I kind of, like, gave myself to, was a trigger about forgiveness. Like, how you have to forgive someone, you have to have compassion. And it really spoke to me, because it made me realize I need to forgive myself. This year was hard. The last years were hard. And being someone who's always trying to strive for, like, greatness, and just like, I'm a straight A student. I need to be a straight A student. Like, no matter what, like, I got this. I don't need help. I've got this. And just like, I don't get that same grade I wanted, or I fall asleep in the middle of, like, studying or something like that. Like, I'm kind of being hard on myself. Like, that quote, and then writing about it, I had to forgive myself. Like, how am I supposed to forgive others if I'm that hard on myself? Like, what's the difference? And so that was a huge eye-opener in the last week. And it applies to my life now, because I'm being more gentle and kind to myself, to make everyone I meet feel loved.
Ooh.
Like, that, I'd be like telekinesis. But, like, I think I'd want everyone I meet to feel loved. Because, like, without love, a lot of things can go wrong. A lot of people can feel just really bad about themselves. And sometimes the people in your life are not good at expressing love.
Right.
Or, like, the type of love that you need. And so, like, if I could make everyone that I meet, like, hey, you're loved. Like,
right.
And feel it, like, truly feel it, believe it, then I think I'd have a great superpower. I think I had so much fun. You looked out for me, and I thank you for that. And my family thanks you for that. And you totally made me feel seen and heard. For sure. I'm like, Egypt's got my back. Like, even if I don't feel so great, like, I know she sees me.